last night, night before, and other night, they get out there and they bark like dogs. Not because saying nothing, not because they this is their nature to do this, but trying their best to get your attention before you look out the window. What I'm gonna look out there for? Now, go to my mother without anything. She was satisfied with what she had. This is the basic fundamental of religion. This is the basic fundamental between the good and evil. This is a basic fundamental with sin, uh, with the truth of the Spirit of our God. We have to remember these things and become a part of the habitat of life in order to be connected to life. Unless we become suicidal and suicidal thoughts will enter into our heart. Well, my mother never contemplated death by way of suicide. Only thing she was concerned about was her children, her God. And she praised his name and she kept a Bible with her. She kept hymn songs, old hymn songs in a book where she sung from them and she had us sit down by the piano and she had us praise God and we was singing. We none of us could sing, but she demanded we sang anyway. But some of us developed a status quo in the way of being songsters, as they call it. Understand it's your chance, can you? Out of all of these children my mother had, none of us contemplated death by way of suicide. We all grew to become over 40 years of age. Never once did we thought about taking our own life through the way of suicide. But during my lifespan in family, I heard where this child committed suicide, this child hung himself. And all of these things go on and on because these people got tired of life. They was uncomfortable with the situation of one which they were living in. Rather listen to this. You could turn your head and walk away, or you could bury your head into the sand. But these things will come back up again. Excuse me. They will come back up again. And they will come to haunt you. Because when you cry out for these words of wisdom, they'll be taken away from you by the devil. Because he don't want you to know or understand the true meaning of the truth of the salvation of our God. But he sent me here to speak to you for your deliverance and everybody else's deliverance. Well, you can say anything you want. You could thumb your nose at me and curse me all you want. You'll be displeased at what I'm saying to you. But at the end of the day, you look for these words and they will be taken from you, from the devil. Because the devil don't want you to understand wisdom. Excuse me. This is where we are today. God sent me here to prophesy to you. You can thumb your nose up at me if you want. It doesn't even matter. Now, Satan, he doesn't watch the man of wisdom. He watch my mother. He watched other people's of wisdom, and he decided he had to discard this. He'll take it away, remove it from the sight, because if they take on the wisdom, there would be no suicide. So, in order to create a myth for suicide, he had to take it away from the people. In doing so, through his laboratories, he created a path of destruction to take away the sound mind and replace it with the mind of weakness. Satan cannot come to you and destroy your integrity as long as you have a strong mind and this willpower to live. You will not contemplate suicidal thoughts in your mind. You will not go to the way of suicide because of your strong mind and integrity of your heart. He had to take away the boundaries that surround you as your protective device through the seed and replace it with a weaker setting. He went to his laboratories and he saw what would work and what will not work. Use our peoples as guinea pigs to study the mind, to study the brain, in the name of modern medicine. As he did these things to take away the integrity of the mind, to cause you to veer off from the course upon which you are traveling, because he know the course of which you was traveling was too strong and he had no power over it. So what he do? He go to the caldron. Witchcraft. Created a laboratory, and he saw that it was a mass growth of peoples in the earth. So he built an empire, an infrastructure called laboratories. Scientific facts. The way of not studying the minds of the people, studying apart what will work and what will not work, what will tear down and break down these barriers that God had placed around you. But first, he had to go through a way of the seas, to see, creating a barrier to fascinate the mind of the strong. And once you become fascinated with the mind, the strong, that you will become addicted to what he created. All he had to do is give you the substance. Once you take of this substance that he created in his laboratories or his caldron, it'll affect the mind. It'll tear down the barriers of strength and replace it with a foundation of destruction. And when you see these things happening to you, you don't know it because you have become addicted to what he set before you. That's the reason cocaine is a strong weapon that he used against the innocent person in order to change his mindset and to change the whole dynamics of the person's mind. So when he did this, the man's mind became weak, and you find more people addicted to cocaine and drugs, and they more people as ever is contemplating death by a way of suicide, because he done tore down the barriers of strength that safeguarded us from our thoughts of suicide. This is true. You can sit and say, well, it ain't. Yes, it is. Because you never stayed